today. From MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We're across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Seattle Seahawks and the New York Giants. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air, and we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Now Jones on 1st and 10. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
The 33-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he will find his man on the outside. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 3 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of...
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
17 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
To throw again. Wilson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he goes out right around the 39. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 22-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
25-yard line.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Throwing deep for Gott. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. He's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Catch made by Slayton. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Seahawks 7, Giants nothing.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, Jones. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And out now come the Seahawks. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on 1st down. Here's Wilson. That completes it again to Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown.
Josh Lambo is set.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3.
On the keeper, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
The 38-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. He's going to let this one go deep. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. The Giants on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Barkley hit and the ball pops free. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in.
Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch.
Complete.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 11-yard line.
2 minutes to play. First half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
48-yard line.
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
That catch good for only a couple. On second down now, it's Carson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now it's Wilson. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. To try again after the sack, Jones, and he's going to go down again. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we've reached half. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he returns this to the 22. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Well, they found him 8 times in that first half, and this is his first catch of quarter number 3. Not much there, maybe a couple, as he's taken down at the 40.
Tackled by Leonard Williams.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Complete. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, we'll end up to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll run on 1st down. Carson. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Wilson. The quick slant caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. A 10-play drive that time. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Jones on 3rd and 2. It's caught. Shepard. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. The shotgun, they run with Barkley, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 48-yard line.
Again, it's Barkley, and the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 13. He gives it off to Carson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They run again with Carson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He'll find Metcalf. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, 76 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And he stopped immediately there.
Now that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on 3rd down. Doesn't find anyone open. Tucks it away. Takes off and picks up the 1st down. Not by a little, but by plenty.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded near the back of the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. Jones now on first down. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there at 22.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Now Jones throwing on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And he will be brought down, but a first and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. His pass caught at the 4. They showed a little athletic juke, but then the daylight quickly closed. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
And goal at the Seahawks 2-yard line.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
At the 25-yard line.
DK Metcalf of the Seattle offense about set to take over once again. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdowns.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And 22 more yards there and another first down. Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles. But defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all. Haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And he slings one that's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 3rd and short.
It's 3rd down.
They run the counter. It's Carson. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The kick by Lambeau is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further.
41.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And New York set to take the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
41-yard.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And his throw here's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion.